What is our second main topic today?
Main topic number 2 comes to us from the Antagonistic Anonymous, who says, "Hey crew, the Direct recently reported that Marvel Studios is eyeing Ryan Gosling for the villain of the upcoming Thunderbolts film. While the report's source isn't a top trade like Deadline, it does come from a reputable insider, Daniel Richtman, who also stated the villain is a powerful and conflicted, comparing to evil Superman. If this report is believed to be true, the question becomes, is the character either Hyperion or, someone grab right quickly, Sentry?
Yes.
While I personally believe it might be Hyperion, given the multiverse nature of the current MCU saga, it is a real possibility that it could also be Sentry. What do you make of this report, John? Thanks, and bring on the filthy."
All right, man. Thanks a lot for sending that in. And yeah, so there is a story report going around based on one tweet or somebody put up on their Patreon page, that they're looking at not just good Canadian kid Ryan Gosling, but also Alexander Skarsgård, who is just remarkable. Like I over the years, I just continue to get more and more impressed with this guy. His stint on Succession, he's amazing in Succession.
Yep.
But what's the name of the one he did with Nicole Kidman? Big Little Lies? Was that the name of it? He was remarkable in that for the part that he had on it. He's absolutely incredible. So there's a report going around that both Ryan Gosling and to a lesser degree Alexander Skarsgård are in the running to be the villain in Thunderbolts. And they're saying that villain is either going to be Hyperion or what some people are saying is more likely, Sentry. This comes to us from the Direct, who write the following. They say this: Daniel Richtman has shared on his Patreon account that Marvel Studios is eyeing Ryan Gosling to play a major villain in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The role calls for a lead male between the age of 30 and age 50, describing him as a conflicted and powerful villain and comparing him to an evil Superman. The rumor points to Marvel being interested in Gosling or Alexander Skarsgård to play the role in the 2024's Thunderbolts. All signs point to the character being the powerful Marvel entity Sentry. Because, of course, if you look at that character, he's been good, he's been bad, he is very, very conflicted, he's very, very powerful. All right, could this be true? It's possible. I mean, at this point, I'm not turning down any notion of any star coming in, save maybe Leonardo DiCaprio. I'd be shocked if he did, but there's no actor in the world right now that I don't think would be more than willing to jump into the MCU or even the DCU with the new direction it has. So I could say it's believable. I think Ryan Gosling would love. Listen, a couple of years ago, Ryan Gosling talked about the fact that he had spoken with Marvel about a particular. Nothing ever came of it, of course, but who's to say it wasn't about this one thing in particular? Also, another big giant grain of salt to take with this. Just even if the report is true, even if, and we are not assuming that it is, but even if it's true, what does the report specifically say? It says they're eyeing Ryan Gosling. They could have a list of 50 people that they're also eyeing, right? So again, I'm not trying to muddy the waters here, but you guys know I just like to try to give you the actual accurate context of this. So we do not know that this is true. And if it's true, the actual wording is just that they're eyeing him, which means they could be eyeing a bunch of other people as well. Now, as far as who this character could be, I do agree with the determination here that it's most likely a Sentry, if it's true. Hyperion is also a big thing of this. Here's the big reason why I don't buy it, though. And I'm not saying it can't be true. I'm just saying, based on the limited amount of information we have, I may change my mind as we get more information, but based on the limited information we have right now, what the hell are the Thunderbolts supposed to do against Sentry? Like, it's like saying, oh, we're gonna, I don't know, have, what's the, I'm trying to think of the one now, Lethal Weapon. You know, Riggs and Murtaugh, they're gonna fight the Incredible Hulk. What are they going to do against the Incredible? What is anybody in the Thunderbolts going to do against Sentry? I mean, it's not even something that's, or Hyperion. I mean, these are basically street level power thing. Yes, you got a couple of guys in there with the super soldier serum. That's nice. Ghost has some pretty awesome powers. That's cool. Yelena is really good at kicking you in the face. Okay. What are any of them supposed to do remote? I mean, maybe if you had Hulk and Thor versus Sentry, then maybe you got, but that's the big thing to me that makes me go, it's kind of difficult to buy into this.
Maybe it's the before the Sentry. Maybe it's they're chasing out the Ron Reynolds.
That's what I was going to say, is that Sentry is awakening. Maybe some reason they sent the Thunderbolts out to prevent this from happening. That Sentry was a kid because he was on ice or whatever, or however they're going to play it. But, you know, I think that it could be interesting, either character, and there's an awakening happening with Sentry that they have to prevent.
Or maybe they're the ones who throw him in that prison that he was on, the raft.
Yeah.
In New Avengers, when all the villains started breaking out, and then he came out and then started helping the Avengers.
And what's the name of the dark side power he's trying to keep in
Void?
check? The Void,
Oh, yeah.
right. Now, the Void is a very, very cool. The Void is a Avengers level kind of.
Yeah.
Sentry and the Void are Avengers level kind of stuff that you can look at. But I mean, maybe there's been speculation that Abomination may be part of the Thunderbolts. That is somebody who maybe could put up a fight. I mean, if you didn't underpower him a lot, but I don't know. There's a lot of cool stuff in this rumor. But just certain things that make it difficult to believe. But again, anything is possible here. Rob, what do you make of this?
Well, first of all, Ryan Reynolds. Can you imagine what it's like to play
Ryan Gosling?
Ryan Gosling.
Oh, probably going to say Ryan Reynolds. Can you imagine Ryan Gosling is having to play a living, breathing plastic man with no junk in a movie with Margot Robbie, which is what he's doing now.
Right. As Ken.
I think after that, you would want to come and be a virile man, a manly
Well, he did
man.
The Northman this year, which is one of my favorite films of the year. So.
Well, that's Skarsgård.
Oh,
But I mean,
who is also being looked at.
Yeah,
for this. Yes, you're talking about Gosling.
Gosling. Just saying that because I love Ryan Gosling, and I think that his turn in Drive, he was
so
such
good.
He's such a badass in Drive. To see him play a full on, because he's always like he'll never. Whenever I see Ryan Gosling, and he's a tremendous actor, he's like Mr. Notebook. At the end of the day, when it comes down, he's like this sweet, romantic, caring person. I love when he goes full on beast mode and just smashes a guy's head in an elevator like he did in Drive. Making him a villain, I can only imagine that he's like, please. I mean, I thought he was great in The Nice Guys. I would love if they play. That's Ryan
Hyperion
Gosling
right there on the picture.
If he's going to play Hyperion and then they have the rest of the Squadron Supreme, I don't know if they're going to do that. But I think Ryan Gosling as a villain in the MCU, I mean, a real full-on villain. But same with Alexander Skarsgård too, as a villain. But we've seen him play like the Northman. He's fierce. I mean, that guy
he can go totally.
He can wreck shop. I mean, he was a beast in that movie, an absolute beast.
Yeah, he was.
And he's a great, like he proved, he's a great conniving character in Succession. He's great too. So either one of them, although I'd really like to see Ryan Gosling do this because I loved him in Drive. I'd love to see him as a really powerful villainous super villain.
You know, my favorite thing of Ryan Gosling's is not even The Nice Guys, which is a tragically underwatched movie. Nice Guys is awesome. Shame on everybody who hasn't watched it. My favorite thing that I've seen him in, the thing I just love him the most in, is Crazy Stupid Love. He's so good in that.
Wow. With
him, Steve Carell, Emma Stone, Marissa Tomei. I mean, he's so great in that. So you can do all this different stuff. Then that's the same guy who was in Drive.
I know.
Who, by the way, the director of Drive describes Drive as a superhero origins movie. That's the way the director describes that movie. So just say, hey, listen, Ray, you knew we had to. Oh, who's that sitting on your microphone right there?
There.
Ray is a bit of our local Sentry fanboy here.
I got some comic books back here.
You excited about this?
I actually hope that he is Hyperion. I think the MCU is not ready for the Sentry yet. I think that's their probably go-to card when they have no one else to go to. Bring him up. He's like the Superman of the MCU. So, I think it's too early. I think he's too powerful for the Thunderbolts.
He's overpowering you right now.
Yeah. So, I actually think it should be Hyperion. Like, if it was my choice.
The thing about Hyperion is then you wonder, are they going to do the Squadron Supreme, which I think they should do, but will they? I don't know.
All right, guys. Again, file this one under rumor at this point. There are certain elements here that make it believable, certain elements that make me scratch my head. But question is for you. What do you think about this whole report going around? Do you believe it? Do you not believe it? What elements of it do you think could be true? What are the elements that you find it hard to believe? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Guys, we want to thank a sponsor of today's video, Mint Mobile. This holiday season, the best deal in wireless can only be found at Mint Mobile. Right now, when you switch to Mint Mobile and buy any 3-month plan, you'll get another 3 months free. As the first company to sell premium wireless service online only, Mint Mobile lets you order and activate from home with eSIM while saving tons on phone plans starting at just $15 a month. Guys, you know I've been using Mint Mobile long before this holiday deal, and I have to say, it is the perfect time to switch. Since I switched to Mint Mobile, I've been spending 1/3 of what I used to spend on my mobile service with the other big name company. And with this buy 3 months, get 3 months free, not only is it a great choice for you, but it makes great gifts for the people you love. Mint Mobile's best offer of the year is here. By going online only and with eSIM and eliminating the traditional costs of retail, Mint Mobile passes those significant savings on to you. All of their plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. You use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and switch easily and effortlessly with eSIM. Or if you need a new device, for a limited time, get 6 months of free service when you buy a selected device and plan. So guys, for a limited time, buy any 3-month Mint Mobile plan and get 3 more months free by going to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea.